your hometown sports source. And this is Bulldog Breakdown, where Wallace sports come to life. We're here to bring you closer to the teams, the athletes, the coaches, and the stories that make Wallace special. Local teams, real stories, stronger together. Let's get in the huddle. Welcome to Inside the Huddles Bulldog Breakdown. This is season 4. It is episode 3 on the new season. And I'm your host, Tom Brown. This is a Taylor Chrysler Coach Talk, and joining us today, we got Coach Rhett Cook of the cross country team, man. What's up, Coach?
Hey, good to meet you. Thank you for having me on today. So appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate the cool shirt, man. Kind of get the
I knew
camp
you'd get
shirt.
into running, so you needed it. So.
Dude, yeah, it will be a point, but I will get back into the running thing. I'll do what I can. I don't know how my knees, walking really slow works out well for me. Think about some bikes.
It's
think about
movement.
rowing. Yeah, I got to do something.
Yeah.
Well, man, so this is, I kind of have been putting this on the other ones as well. Romo Athletics has expanded to Mo Huddle Media, where we're kind of covering St. James and Salem as well. I picked up a bunch of articles this last year when the local newspapers stopped covering sports. So still looking at some other things like that to do and provide more video clips, more actions, more updates to everyone to help promote all the programs. So again, season 4 here. We've already been through like 250 interviews in the first 3 years. So a lot, really busy, but man, always love getting back here and doing this. So Coach, let's talk a little bit, man. You recap last season, man, you had a big time runner on the boys side, but overall as a team, you had just a lot of talent in last year's squad.
Yes, yeah, that was a very talented senior class, I think, across the board, for every sport too. So obviously with Cameron, going and going to do big things at D2 and Braden and Kendall Langley and all those. So yeah, we're dropping some top runners, but that's kind of what you hopefully expect the progressions throughout the years to see. But that freshman class coming in looks like they're ready to step up and work right through it too. Juniors stepping up as the seniors, and everybody just kind of steps up in their role. So
that's one of the beauties about it, right? We've had it's been a high quality program for a while. Everything's about reloading, but when you have someone like a Cameron Martinson who was there as that freshman, and Kendall was, she was on there, as they're competing for everything. It makes a little bit of a change. But let's talk about that. Who are some of the newcomers? How's the practices been going? On that, how's everyone stacking up, and where do you kind of see as your top crew right now?
It's been a really great summer. Honestly, numbers wise, we've had more this year than that we've ever had. Every summer Excellent. It seems like we keep getting more and more and more. 2030 is awesome, coming out and running with us. A lot of, say, the freshmen coming out. We got the Tennyson twins and Greta on the girls' side that really have stepped up, just come right in and played a big role running, with the seniors and doing stuff like that. Boys side, we've got some young guys coming out and really excited to see what they're capable of. Callum Langley will be right up there. He's worked his tail off all summer and never missed a day too. So with that, and then the juniors as well. With Fox and Bennett and Jackson as a senior, but there's a good group of guys there too, and a lot of we'll have like 2 senior girls and then a lot of younger girls. So that's exciting to see too. So
yeah. Again, having that youth in the program, there's benefits to it. There's some challenges with it, but it's also a good sign, like you said, of how it's growing and having that youth movement come in. And,
yes,
and
they fit right in with the group, and that's a great thing. They work hard and they just run right in there. It's almost like they're seasoned, like already seniors. The way they all act and communicate with each other. So that's always one thing that you don't have to worry about. Get out of the way quick. That's awesome. So
what's one thing you've learned about this squad during the off season?
And I've talked to the boys about this too. I was like, this is kind of, we've had some good like top runners, and then, our 1 to 5, our spread from our 1 to 5 is usually just a huge gap. Yeah. Now, obviously with, Cameron running sub 16, that makes the big gap. But even with our 2 to 5 guy, that gap is usually pretty big. With these guys this year, I can see like we're going to be a tight knit group, and this will be kind of actually, especially one of the few times that a year that I think that we can have our 5 guys go out together, and stick together for that 2 mile, and then when they need to break off on that last. So it's more of a team, like, hey, we can push, and not like a solo guy running with somebody else. As a team, I feel like we can run together in a tight pack, which just motivation, push each other to be their best every day, and that's what I've really seen a lot on that guy side. The girls side, kind of the same way. They'll be a little closer. We'll have a pack here and a pack here too, but it's just, I think the biggest thing I've seen this year is that's going to be really exciting to see. It's like, hey, especially for me, because running back and forth, back and forth. At least when all 5 guys come through at the same time, that's gonna be great, you know. So I don't have to do near as much running. But I'm excited to see that, you know, that group that really work together and improve as a team, as a whole, and see that average time. And you know, it's not gonna be, you know, I mean, there will be meets that will finish up in the top, but like I say, you know, a lot of the teams that win state championship, it's awesome when they do to have a guy in the top 5 or top 10 or a girl in the top 5, top 10. But you know, I kind of use West Plains as an example. They pack that midsection, and you know, they score. That's where they get their points at, and that's kind of what I'm. You know, hopefully we get to. We got a couple years with these guys to do that, so I'm really excited to see that. The team effort, the unity of it. So
that's going to be the storyline. So we think about a storyline for this coming season for the Bulldog Nation out there. They're trying to check up on things. That's going to be it. It's going to, hey, you're going to see more of a unified team moving forward.
Yes, and a lot of say it'll be, you know, the upperclassmen that have worked together too, and then, you know, Langley jumping right in there and just joining right in with that pack too, and then on the girls' side, it's going to be excited. You know, these freshman girls coming in running 5K. You know, they haven't done much too, to see them actually. What are they going to do too? So but that's going to be
that's going to be great. It'll be a lot of fun. Then it's going to a new group coming in and kind of get challenges, but also that provides some of that excitement.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at, you know, what's coming up. Again, cross country is always the sport that seems to kind of wait a little bit, right? So it stays out of that first week, kind of waits post Labor Day.
Yeah.
And again, you got the meet down there in Bolivar, the big one, the Southwest
Cross Country Coaches
Coach Association.
They
there you
add
go.
a few more letters to it.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of that. Yeah, the SWICA or whatever.
Yep, SWICA. Yep, that's the way we call it. So
yeah, that's a great event, right?
Yeah, that's always our big opener. And you know, some of the kids are asking the younger class, I'm like, how big is that? I mean, I'm like, well, when you get to starting line, there'll be over 300 kids on the line with you guys, and they just, you know, their eyes get real big, and they're like, oh, but it's big. I mean, and it's capable of handling that many kids. Yeah. So you know, Coach Bandy down there does an awesome job. But yeah, that's a great home opener and an eye opener. It's usually a pretty quick one. We try to get them feel a little good for that, and then kind of hit them for the next couple weeks on that too. So really looking forward to that. So
any other new ones? I mean, I know I see the Gans Creek one there again. That's always kind of a big one for you.
Yeah, it's awesome to get the kids on the state course. Yeah. That's a fantastic one. Last year we had a couple. I mean, the Pleasant Hope licking, went back to it. There's kind of a lot on that backside, and that's just kind of make sure we get everybody get some varsity chances to run some races. So, you know, some of them are like, oh my gosh, we're going to all these, but you know, some kids will stay back and some will run and work. But yeah, so it gives everybody kind of an opportunity. But really no new add-ons, I guess. As of late, we've added a Republic meet. That'll be kind of our only biggest change. Okay. So.
Yeah, I like how you've done that too. Is, you know, you got a strategy to how they work this season, how they prepare as individuals, as a team, their opportunities are out there. But you recognize, since, you know, there's meets where you got a lot of runners, and you got to get them moments, and the other ones kind of need to rest, and how they build themselves up, and then when they peak and all of that. So given that opportunity for the crew that's not on the varsity level, that's not competing at that level, they still have their opportunities to improve and get better, not just be training all the time.
Yeah. So no, that's
I like
enjoy
that.
it.
I like that. Want to also remind everybody that we are bringing on partners this year to help with Mo Huddle Media, and specifically Inside the Huddle from the Raleigh community, as well as the other communities. Taylor Chrysler, they once again sponsor the Coach Talk, so I appreciate Jeremy Shelton out there for making that happen. Kobe Wan's Skills Complex, two-time All-State Bulldog, does his Wan Skills Academy, does his training, has done Ethan's for years, has a great following out there. But now that facility out there is real impressive. 2 basketball courts. You got, you know, awesome. two full volleyball courts going in, and then they can put 4 on there and have tournaments. They got pickleball hookup out there and everything now. They're going to be doing a lot of activities. It's going to be a big thing. JP Maxwell over at the Season Ticket on ESPN 104.9. Typically those are Tuesdays 5 to 6. Those are going to be moving to Monday 5 to 6. Starting September 9th. And so that's going to be kind of a new change for us. And I jump on there and again talk about all the Bulldogs, and probably I'll add in some of the other areas now from Inside the Huddles. We talk about those things. So appreciate them. If you're interested in partnering or finding ways, we have new avenues to do it, a lot of different approaches to how we can do that and get your name out there and show that you support not just the Bulldogs, but maybe other programs as well. Be sure to DM, reach out. We'll talk about those things. So what is the strength going to be of this year's team? You know, before, I mean, you know, Cameron's, you know, he's competing for the title of every meet he was in.
Yeah.
What's going to be the strength this year?
I think it just kind of goes back to the accountability that the kids put on each other, like with that, like you kind of said the theme this year. We had Cameron, we had Braden finish up the top, and then our 3, 4, 5 guys were, they were consistent, but but I think like the boys' side, it's going to be that accountability they put on each other to work together to be better as a team. And I think just on the girls' side, it's going to be realistically developing and just getting into that. As a freshman coming in, it's kind of like what to expect, and that's where I'm like, the good about going to SWICA that first meet is it's a big, great competitive meet. The bad is some of those kids are jumping into 300 runners, storming out of the gate like a bunch of stampede. So, but I think girls' side, it's going to be really a development. Like, hey, this is what we do, learn in year, and I think on the boys' side, it's really going to be like, hey, we got a couple of years to unite and really do something great. So, it's
gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We were talking up front again. The Ozark Conference will be starting next season. It's more critical for I think the other sports because you have all the individual games in there. But at least now there will be a conference meet. That always adds to the excitement of the season.
And that gives us kind of a late run too. Everybody else has that conference meet, and we're at home. For like last year it was 3.5, 4 weeks before we actually got a race in. Before districts. So that always gives us that 2 weeks before districts of, hey, let's tune up and go from there too. So that's always really nice to see too.
So that, and again, another chance for more recognition, more awards for your team and stuff like that.
Well deserved for those.
So final couple questions. You play fantasy football?
I have not been in one in a very long time. I guess I just got my butt kicked so much that I think I can find anything uninvited. I don't know. I was losing too much.
Well, that'll happen. Or some of them
I need to get back into it.
Yeah. I just always kind of curious. Always like to look at that and see what some of the things are going on that one. So, if you had to think about the Rolla Bulldog athletic program, right? All the coaches on all the sports. So let's say you're out there. You're going to go run a cross country race, and you guys are all out there doing it together. Who's the one player, the one coach that you're going to have to, when you get done, you're going to have to book your way back there and run alongside them or they're not going to finish? Who's it going to be?
So who's the coach that's not going to finish the race?
Basically, who's not going to finish unless you go back here and kind of help
get them through there?
Yeah.
Oof. Oh, man. Man, you're trying to get me beat up here. Let's see. Oh, man, my brother-in-law doesn't coach, or I'd call him out, but is it a past, current?
I'd like to stay current just to see what's going on, but I'm getting anyone.
I'm going to put him out there, but I'm going to say, man, I got to eat lunch with him later, though, too. So
it'll all work. He won't see this till later. I won't put this out for a while.
All right, that's perfect. Then. Let's say old Coach Studdard,
Coach
let's
Studdard,
say there, he's used to run, the 90 feet on those bases, but we'll increase it to a 5K. Let's see about that. So, and that's the reason, is we'll increase that distance by that many times.
I think, let's be honest, he wasn't a base stealer back in the day either. You know what I'm saying?
There we go. Thank you for backing me on that.
So Zach Studdard, that's what you're calling out. I love it, man. Well, and see, we're going to have like a big Bulldog fun day and do a bunch of events and see what happens.
There we go. Field day. That would be a great time. Yes.
Oh, love it. Well, hey, thank you everyone for joining us and again supporting Bulldog Breakdown here with Inside the Huddle. Coach Cook, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it as always.
I always appreciate you and everything you do for our community and all the surrounding ones now. That's awesome. Have a lot of fun doing it. Good luck on the first meet and getting everybody ready, and good luck bringing this group together and kind of form that team that you're going to have by the end of the season. So excited to watch that, follow that along the way. Thank you.
All right, so for Coach Cook, I'm Tom Brown from Inside the Huddle of the Heart of the Game. We'll see you next time.